The second season of Interview with the Vampire could take Anne Rice's classic story to fascinating new places. Do you know what to expect in season 2 of the movie, Interview with the Vampire? Not to worry, this video discusses that, and it will also discuss how the same movie will ramp up the bloodshed. Keep watching this video to see how it all unfolds. Fans are wondering what to expect in season 2. After a season of love, betrayal, and murder most foul, Interview with the Vampire has come to a bloody end. Or has it? AMC's decadent adaptation of the seminal Anne Rice novel has made inroads with devoted readers and newbies alike. But luckily, the journey is only just beginning. Keep your eyes glued to the screen to know everything we know about Season 2 of Interview with the Vampire. Season 1 ends partway through Rice's novel, with Louis and Claudia bound for Paris after killing Lestat in a shocking betrayal. Jones confirmed to Variety that Season 2 will complete the novel. We can guess that Louis and Claudia are headed for Paris, as in the novel, but Jacob Anderson wouldn't be so specific in his chat with E! Online, but hinted that the characters would be headed for the European region of the world. Could it be that they're stopping in Bulgaria or Romania first? But wherever Louis and Claudia go, one of the biggest questions hanging over Season 2 concerns what or who they're leaving behind. As the show and the book both reveal, what's undead never dies. Lestat will rise again. Anderson confirmed as much. Toward the end of the Season 1 finale, we cut to a shot of the landfill where Lestat's coffin had been deposited. There, we see Lestat's pale arm reach out of the coffin to snatch a rat for dinner, revealing him to be very much alive. If you are a reader of the books, you know that Lestat will chase Louis and Claudia around the world, with the intent of winning Louis back and punishing Claudia for her betrayal. What is the season finale's biggest reveal? The season finale's biggest reveal isn't the double-crossing of Lestat, it's the outing of Louis' assistant, Rashid as Armand, a famous and ancient vampire from Rice's novel. Louis introduces Armand as the love of my life. Though Louis and Armand have a close relationship in the text, it's nothing like what the show depicts, leaving fans scratching their heads. No doubt trouble lies ahead. Louis has traded one powerful partner for another, and if there's one thing we know about Lestat is that he won't give Louis up quietly. Assad Zaman, who plays Armand, told Decider, Armand and Lestat have a complicated relationship. We know that Armand is a complicated character himself, and there's a lot of parallels between Lestat and Armand that feel that they're almost two sides of the same coin. Their mutual love for Louis is one of those things connecting them, but I think there's a lot of envy there. Let us know in the comment section what you think of that statement. In Interview with the Vampire, Louis and Claudia stumble across the theater in their travels, leading to the formation of a bond between Louis and Armand, the death of Claudia, and the ultimate burning of the theater. Zaman teasing the theater is a delicious hint at the brutality and drama yet to come. When will Interview with the Vampire Season 2 air? Your guess is as good as mine. 8 episodes lie ahead, but keep your fingers crossed. The first season finale of AMC's Interview with the Vampire was a bloody good time, as were the rest of the series' first 7 episodes. This adaptation of Anne Rice's classic first novel, The Vampire Chronicles, honored the writer's spooky Gothic tone while presenting some updates to the canon that helped clarify its timeline, while providing commentary on the mutable and selective nature of memory. Also, a whole bunch of people got violently, gloriously, and beautifully killed. Louis straight up tore a dude's jaw off. Truth be told, there wasn't an ideal stopping point in Rice's novel for Interview with the Vampire to cut its first season short on, but it found as reasonably good a spot as one could have hoped for. Louis and Claudia's sort of murder of their creator and caretaker Lestat occurs roughly halfway through the book and serves as a fitting send-off for these 7 episodes. Refreshingly, this iteration of Interview with the Vampire does not attempt to hide the fact that Lestat wasn't fully killed and will be making a comeback shortly, and now we can only assume that the comeback will arrive in the already announced Interview with the Vampire Season 2. Just what else can we expect from this now hotly anticipated second season though? Anne Rice's books provide a blueprint up to a point, but the show has already made it clear that it's able to be flexible when need be. The Season 1 finale already introduced a major character, the vampire Armand, well ahead of schedule. When will Interview with the Vampire Season 2 premiere? AMC is ahead of the game on this one, having renewed Interview with the Vampire for a second season before the first season even began. Does this mean that Interview Season 2 will get to our screens faster than it would have otherwise? We don't have any evidence to go on at the moment, nor has AMC yet announced the official production dates for a second season, but there's no reason to believe they won't be able to get it back on the airwaves for a release sometime next year. AMC typically moves quickly anyway, and only a reasonable episode count of 8 to accommodate. Look for Interview with the Vampire to arrive sometime in late 2023, ideally around Halloween once again. What plot will Interview with the Vampire Season 2 cover. Just as Interview with the Vampire was refreshingly forthcoming about the fate of Lestat, it was similarly transparent about its plans for Season 2. As we said previously, the first season of Interview with the Vampire covers roughly the first half of Rice's first book. With Lestat off the board and Louis and Claudia in possession of some transport cargo ships, the duo will be taking off to the old world in search of more knowledge about their vampiric cousin. In Interview with the Vampire, the book, Louis and Claudia come across some primitive and bestial vampires in Eastern Europe before settling with some civilized vampires in Paris, where the novel's climax takes place. We've already met one of those Parisian vampires, the vampire Armand, aka the helper Rashid, who Louis was trying to pass off as human. Armand is a member of the Theatre de Vampire, a group of vampires who like to have a little fun with their kills. Despite Armand's creative killing brushing up with Louis' distaste for death, the pair truly hit it off before some unfortunate events intervened. As evidenced by Armand's presence in Louis' life in the present, however, it's already clear that Interview with the Vampire is willing to make some changes to this portion of the story as needed. It's also entirely possible that Interview with the Vampire borrows some content from the second book in Anne Rice's The Vampire Chronicles. That one just so happens to be called The Vampire Lestat. Incorporating some of Lestat's backstory from that book seems like an easy way to keep the hyper-charismatic Sam Reed in the fold when he might not have been included otherwise. What will Interview with the Vampire Season 2 be called? This may seem like an odd question at first, because why wouldn't Interview with the Vampire Season 2 still be called Interview with the Vampire? Truth be told, it probably will be, as the final title card of the season reads Interview with the Vampire Part 1, which suggests that the second season will be dubbed Interview with the Vampire Part 2. After that, however, the branding of AMC's Anne Rice universe feels up in the air. Back when AMC first acquired the rights to Rice's catalog, including her Vampire series and Mayfair Witch series, good for a total of 18 titles, the network kind of intimated that the vampire portion of their Rice adaptations would be known by their book series title, The Vampire Chronicles. Instead, however, the first Rice TV show out of the gate went with the title of her first book, as that likely had some more name recognition due to its 1994 movie adaptation. But Interview with the Vampire story should be wrapping up. If not by the end of Season 2, then soon after that. Will AMC's vampire stories retain the title of Interview with the Vampire, even if no vampire is being interviewed? Will they opt to operate under the Vampire Chronicles header? Or will they take things on a case-by-case basis and have each new book presented as a 1-2 miniseries? And have each new book presented as a 1 to 2 season miniseries, starting with the Vampire Lestat. Share your thoughts with us. And that's how we bring today's video to an end. Now you know what to expect from Season 2 of Interview with the Vampire. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of our videos. Also, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.